Hello guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I wish you all the very best as we reason this situation together. I'm not a juicer, I'm not a chef, but I've learned how to make lemonade out of any lemons that come around me. Honestly, I don't have all those mixers that people are pouring so many things into and blending things and making smoothie out of them. But there are situations on ground and around me that have taught me how to utilize everything around me to the best of my abilities and get positive things out of whatsoever challenging situations I'm witnessing at that particular point in time. Now, I'm calling on everyone who have, for one reason or the other, made contact with Nova Scotia College of Nursing, or is it College of Nursing or Council of Nurses or whatsoever, that we can actually do something beautiful, something worthwhile with what we've experienced in the hands of Nova Scotia. I know sometimes last year, I was one of those people that spoke really big, really good, really positively about Nova Scotia and what they had for nurses. And at some point, they did everything they could do. But when those jobs should be coming, we're not saying jobs. Really, it is niche or whatsoever their names that should give out jobs to people. But then niche has not been niching, honestly. So what can we do? What should you do? And now, unfortunately, people are not getting verifications done because of this NMC and verification saga that we've got going and the court cases. Then what should people who have been fortunate to wade through Nova Scotia and got their registration, got every document across to Nova Scotia and then had the ATT, what should people be doing with their time? And do many things with whatsoever, and I will encourage that you please listen very well, listen very carefully, and try to work on some things. Who really know whether some things like this would happen? Was why God allowed these Nova Scotia things to have come into the space sometimes last year. If you've gone through the process and you've already got your ATT, then congratulations. If it hasn't expired, please move as fast and as quickly as you can. Get your visitor visa to Canada or anywhere where you can write this NCLEX and go and write your NCLEX. Many things you can do with that Canada NCLEX. And may I tell you, when you are pushing for your visiting visa, please ensure that you have good number of time on your passport, because last time I knew, the number of months or years remaining on your international passport is what Canada gives to you for your visiting visa or for your visitor visa. Now, let's assume that you just got a passport in January this year and you got a 10 years, the 64 pages passport, which is 10 years to expiration. So last I knew, Canada will give you all those 10 years to visit. Of course, it's not like you now go and stay there for the whole 10 years, but you can go in and come out as much as you like within the 10 years. So I will encourage people to look at this if this is something you are really, really trying to work on. So as much as we can blame Nova Scotia for not doing, I think we can still look around to see what things we can do with what we have at hand, what things we can do with everything that we have with us. So it may be that that's what you can do to help yourself. Then you may just want to do whatsoever you want to do. If the board is happy to still share your documents, I know some boards keep documents for 5 years before they expire. If the board is happy to share your documents with any of those authorities that assess for express entry and all those things, that will assess your credentials, education credential assessment authorities like WES, like ICAS, like ICES, if they can do that, and those guys won't be requesting for verification again, or if they are happy to go with whatever those ones have given them, you can make those inquiries. There is no harm in asking from both parties, asking from Nova Scotia College and asking from whichever of those authorities you want to use. If they are happy for whatsoever, you'll be able to present them. If they are happy, please carry body, go and do it, go and do your evaluation. Then you will definitely, if you are going through this route, is it route they call it, or route? If you are going through these pathways, then you may need to write you may need to write general IELTS, because that's what they normally use for their migration in that situation. So in that situation, you may be able to jump into the express entry pool, which these days is not really so very quick, but then you may be really fortunate. Nobody can say, as slow as we used to continue, US used to be. I've seen one or two people that their whole processes just took them 4 months. So it depends if it is a part that would be easier for you. So I don't want people to sit down and be complaining and be losing hope and be like, oh, nothing is happening, nothing is going on. Then things will not just work and people are getting frustrated. People are getting depressed. We don't want that. You can do many things before your ATT expires. You can do so many things. Your NCLEX, get yourself a visiting visa or a visitor visa to Canada. Write your NCLEX. I've seen someone who did that not too long ago and she passed the NCLEX while there. So do it, enjoy, and I pray the Lord will help you and prosper the works of your hands. Another thing you can do is, if you pass that NCLEX, if you don't even want to stay in Canada, then you can port that NCLEX to Australia. Now it's going to be a bit demanding on you, but still don't worry if it is what you are happy to do, because even by the time you add everything together, it will still make you glad after all that you embark on that journey. You can port your NCLEX to Australia and create an account with APRA, then tell them you want to port your NCLEX to them. Before, they were not accepting that Canada NCLEX, but now they are accepting Canada NCLEX. So port it to them and then go and write Australia OSCE. If you write Australia OSCE and you pass, they have a way of going around the verification challenges that our country is posing this particular point in time. If you can get that done, then honestly, you will be very, very glad. Please, it's going to cost you some money, I know. It's going to cost you some energy. It's going to cost you studying. It's going to cost you doing so many things. But then at the end of the day, it will all be to your joy. It will all be to your progress. It will all be to your happiness. I wish everybody success, and I pray that all efforts we are putting into what we desire this year, none of them will be wasted in the name of Jesus. Thank you. See you quickly. See you soonest as you make a headways in the journey of progress. Bye.